Beowulf, Fit 9 in modern English. Thus did the hateful persecutors press me hard and often. With my noble sword I served them as was fitting. The base destroyers did not have the joy of that feast, that they might eat me sitting around the banquet at the sea bottom. But at morning they lay wounded by swords up along the foreshore, slain by battle blades, so that henceforth they could not hinder seafarers in their passage over the deep waterway. The sun, bright beacon of God, came from the east. The waters grew calm, so that I could descry sea headlands, wind-swept cliffs. Often fate saves an undoomed man if his courage is good. Yet it was granted me to slay 9 sea monsters with my sword. Never have I been told of harder struggle at night under the vault of heaven, nor of a man more wretched in the ocean streams. Yet I escaped the grip of the monsters with my life, weary of my enterprise. Then the sea flood bore me by its current, the surging ocean, to the land of the Lapps. I have never heard such contests, such peril of swords, related about thee. Never yet did Breca at the battle play, nor either of you, perform so bold a deed with shining swords. I do not boast much of that. Though thou wast the slayer of thy brothers, thy near kinsmen, for that thou shalt suffer damnation in hell, good though thy skill may be. In truth I tell thee, son of Ecglaf, that Grendel, the horrible demon, would never have done so many dread deeds to thy prince, such havoc in Heorot, if thy heart, thy spirit, were as warlike as thou sayest thyself. But he has found out that he need not too much dread the enmity, the terrible sword-storm of your people, the victorious Scyldings. He takes toll by force, spares none of the Danish people, but he rejoices, kills, and destroys, and cares not for the opposition of the Spear-Danes. Now, however, I shall quickly show him the strength and courage, the warcraft of the Geats. Afterwards, when the morning light of another day, the sun encompassed with light, shines from the south over the sons of men, he who may shall go boldly to the mead-drinking. Then the giver of treasure, grey-haired and famed in battle, was in joyful mood. The prince of the glorious Danes counted on help. The shepherd of the people heard from Beowulf his firm resolve. There was laughter of warriors, song sounded forth, the words were joyous. Wealhtheow, Hrothgar's queen, went forth, mindful of court usage. Gold adorned, she greeted the men in hall, and then the noble woman gave the cup first to the guardian of the land of the East Danes, and bade him be joyful at the beer-drinking, lovable to his people. He, the victorious king, partook in gladness of the feast and hall-cup. Then the lady of the Helmings went round every part of the hall, to old and young, proffered the costly goblet, until the time came that she, the diademed queen, ripe in judgment, bore the mead-cup to Beowulf. She greeted the prince of the Geats, and discreet in speech, thanked God that her desire had been fulfilled, that she might look to some warrior for help from these attacks. He, the warrior fierce in battle, received the cup from Wealhtheow, and then made a speech, eager for the fray. Beowulf, son of Ecglaf, said, When I put to sea, went into the ship with my company of men, I purposed that I would once for all carry out the wish of your people, or fall in death fast in the clutches of the foe. I will show the courage of a hero, or in this mead-hall pass my latest day. These words pleased the lady full well, the Geats' high-sounding speech. The noble queen of the people, adorned with gold, went to sit by her lord. Then again, as of old, brave words were spoken in the hall. The people were in gladness. There was the clamour of a conquering warrior, until at length the son of Healfdene wished to go to his evening rest. He knew that an attack was purposed against the high hall by the evil spirit, from the time that they could see the sun's light until darkening night was over all, when shadowy shapes of darkness came stalking, dusky beneath the clouds. The whole company rose. Then the heroes, Hrothgar and Beowulf, saluted each other, and Hrothgar wished him success, power in the banqueting hall, and said these words, Never yet have I entrusted the noble hall of the Danes to any man, since I could lift hand and shield, save now to thee. Take now and guard this best of houses, be mindful of thy fame, make known thy mighty valour, watch against the foe. Thou shalt lack nothing of what thou wilt, if thou dost escape this bold adventure with thy life.